All right, I'll keep this short and sweet. Yeah, so just tell me about your thoughts after the game today.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we scored some balls up right at people, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, I think we could be a little bit better earlier in the game in with runners in scoring position. And then obviously, defensively in that first inning, we just a few things that didn't go our way. So wish we could rewind it and slow it down and go back to that first inning. But wow, George, what an amazing job coming in, Cork, coming in and doing her thing. And then, like I said, I thought we scored a lot of balls up there. Um, and it's just unfortunate that we probably hit them too hard to score sometimes. Um, but I mean, also we can be better. We can make quicker adjustments in those first 5 innings. But I do like how we ended the game, how we were scoring the ball up, like I said. And Becker came in, made a really good play at second base, going back on the ball. Thought we had some good defensive plays later on in the game too. So yeah, I think we're putting some things in motion, and now we just got to do it for 7 innings.
I would love to talk about just the growth you've seen with Flip at the plate. She had
I think it's a healthy Flip, so that's always good. But just she stays calm in those moments, right? And so her experience is so big, and her confidence in her preparation, her training, and the plan. Like you just see her really buying into like whatever the plan is. We can go and tell Flip, and we say, "Hey, you go, we'll go." And same thing with Coleman. When we scored that run, I said, "If you start us off, we'll follow you." And so just been really pleased with how Flip is continuing to progress and play her best softball, as we near the end of the season.
I'm sorry if you already answered this, but just the decision to obviously go with Jordan at the top, was it more of a matchup against Kaylani? Is that something we can expect to see moving forward?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out the flow. We like Flip and Aaliyah, the 8-9. They've really just been heckled the other team down there. So we've really liked that. And just trying to figure out who we can put up there at the top. We like that she sees a lot of pitches, which she did today.
Mhm.
And in her last 2 at bats, I mean, got us going, and then drove that next run. And so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, she's not your typical leadoff, but I did like how she saw a ton of pitches today. And I liked the position she came in with runners in scoring position. So
Just one last one for me. What's going to be kind of the message to the team tonight or tomorrow morning? Turn the page.
Yeah. I mean, this team knows. I heard Flip say it, and I preach this too, is, stick together, stay together. Again, I feel, I don't know how many more games we have, 7 more games until the championship series comes along. But it's still, there's, a lot of games left where we can continue to, play our best Talons softball that we can. So it's going to be that. And then making adjustments, innings 1 through 5, a little bit better. We know who was pitching. We've seen her a lot. A lot of our lineup has seen her quite a bit, and I would have liked to make better adjustments quicker there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll let you kick us off.
Awesome. Yeah. Hi guys. Congrats on the win. Reese, I would love to just start with you. You got the front row view of Carlin and Kaylani working. What did you like from both of them?
Yeah, I think they just complement each other so well. I mean, Kaylani coming in, throwing a great game, and then it allows Carlin to come in and do what she does best. So I think they both went out there and threw their best game. So it was really cool to see.
You guys threw a huge punch in the first inning, putting up the 4 runs. What was kind of the offensive game plan? And if you can kind of answer that, you think worked really well?
I think for us, we knew from the last series against them, right? Like we just wanted to be aggressive early on in the counts. And, Tinsley hasn't thrown a ton this year. And so just kind of wanting to get ahead of her. And then obviously when Georgina came in, we saw her for a whole game. And so it's like, how can we continue that momentum and kind of build off the at-bats we had last game and improve on those as well?
For you right now at the plate, we talked about all night on the broadcast, you've been unstoppable. What has been kind of your last few weeks where you're just growing confidence, more opportunities, you're able to shine more?
I think it's everybody else, honestly, right? Because Reese comes in and gets a 2-run shot right off. And so that takes so much pressure off the rest of us. And so then I can just go and have a good at bat, right? Like see the pitches I want to see and take hacks of those pitches. And I feel like too, like right now I'm just seeing the ball pretty well. And so that's definitely very helpful. But yeah, just the rest of the offense has been really putting good at bats together, and that makes it easier, you know, the longer we go.
For you guys, you get in at 8 p.m. last night. I know you had a delayed flight. Like, what does it say about this team that quickly you can turn around and have a huge win like this?
Yeah, I think it's something that we've seen with them all year. They're just super resilient. They're not really shaken by a ton. They just kind of take things in stride. I think everybody understands what an awesome opportunity it is that we get to do this. Our team really doesn't complain much. You know, it's a delay. It's not a big deal. We're going to get in. We adjusted. We were able to practice this morning, get on the field, which was great, get them up and moving around. But the way that they handle things, they're just very resilient, very unshakable in that.
One last one for me. You guys switched out here in fields a little bit. Brito was lights out at third base. Like, what did you like from the new positions and how everyone played?
Yeah, we have multiple players who can play multiple positions, which is great for us. It allows us a lot of flexibility in our matchups and how we write a lineup and who we put on defense. You know, we have a lot more data going into the second half, so really trying to use that to our advantage. But, you know, Brito played third for OU for 3 years. She loves third. She loves short. I mean, she just loves defense, honestly, wherever she is. But it was really funny at the end. You know, we were like, man, those were great plays at the end. And she's like, I'm telling you, I just salivate when I'm at third, you know, and she just like is so passionate when she plays. And I mean, you can tell that when you watch her. So yeah, just some phenomenal plays from her over there.
That's awesome. Thank you.
One question from the chat, Southeastern Softball Wire was for you, Coach. How great was it to see Ricketts and Pickens tonight as they have to go head-to-head with Georgina Porick and keep the Talons at bay?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to what Reese said. They both threw great games. And what our staff does really well is they can complement each other. So Kaylani can throw what Kaylani throws. She doesn't have to be anybody different. And she's really stacked some good appearances here in the last 4 or 5 outings she's had. We felt really confident with her starting again. Hasn't started for a couple series now. Did a great job for us. And then that sets up Carlin to be Carlin. And again, she doesn't have to be anybody that she's not. You know, she can throw her stuff, and we know that they are a great complement to each other. We know the Talons are a great offense. We know they have great pitching. So it was great for us to get up early, you know, and it takes a little bit of pressure off, you know, the rest of the game, knowing that we have 2 great arms on the mound.
And final question, just this is your first time playing here in Utah as the Carolina Blaze, you know, any reaction to the general crowd here? It's pretty packed out there. It's pretty rowdy.
So much fun. I'm like, I was sitting there at the end. I'm like, man, if this isn't like just what you are dreaming of, like that is just like the most fun thing ever. And I know they weren't rooting for us, but you know, they're rooting for softball. And it just like, it was such a fun atmosphere. I mean, just from the coaching side, especially that last inning, like they were on their feet for a single, you know, and it was like, it just heightens everything. And I think it's so much fun. I don't know what you guys.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's incredible to see people coming out and supporting the AUSL like this. Again, like supporting softball is the main thing. So it's great to see.
This can be off air. Did Pickens throw so hard it like broke your glove a little?
My glove had broken practice this morning, and then I had it like relaced, and
Okay.
it was a little loose from that. So
Gotcha.
It definitely her 78
Yeah.
doesn't help it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.